Do these fires have a cause?
California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, is it on purpose? Which it's an insane thing to think. But one begins to ponder whether or not there is a purpose in mind. What could it be? Do they want the state empty?
First off, guys, I definitely want to say that my condolences, and I hope that everyone's doing well dealing with the fires and everything else that's going on. So I just wanted to get that out the way.
So keeping in theme with what Mel Gibson was saying, I will say this. Mel Gibson's trying to say, okay, what it seems Mel Gibson was implying, or maybe even not implying, but outwardly saying, is that some of this may have been intentionally caused. What I'll say is what I've learned recently, or what I've heard anyways from a different podcaster, they were breaking down the situation and said that a lot of these fires could be avoided. And the way they could be avoided is by burning off stuff naturally, because that's supposed to happen over time. But for some reason, environmentalists don't want that to happen. Also, it could be avoided because they could reroute water that naturally flows south that they're diverting right now because they're trying to save some kind of special species of endangered fish.
I think I actually heard Trump say that.
He did say that on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
So you have heard that. I think that.
I did.
So whether or not that's true, I don't know. But if it is, then this is even more sad. Because as much as I love fish, PETA don't come after me, I think we should probably avoid people losing their homes and potentially dying. So
yeah, I mean, what are you going? You're going to say people, or you're going to say fishes?
You know what I mean? So if that is true, then I mean, let the water flow where it needs to flow. Let's be honest.
But I could also see what Mel Gibson is saying about people doing it on purpose because of like insurance thing. Just in case some of you guys don't know, like a lot of times insurance will pay out if there's like a fire, if there's a natural occurrence and stuff like that that happens. From my understanding, it's relatively easy for something to catch on fire in California. So, I mean, I could see the appeal of doing it to get the money.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but let me tell you something. And this is, again, secondhand knowledge I'm spitting out here, so fact check me, please. But apparently a lot of insurers are bailing California. They don't want any piece of it. So insurance, you know how insurance is, man.
Yeah, insurance is tricky.
Come on. But you're right, though. And also, I think two things could be happening at once. I mean, what he's saying could be true. There could be like individual actors who are setting the flame things.
Yeah.
Because maybe they're excited. Maybe they're, some people have different things that get them going.
I mean, that's like a thing. That's like it was a pyromaniac or something like they get off on setting things on fire and stuff like that.
So this would be a pyromaniac's wet dream because they're like, oh, wow, things are already set up. I mean, they're like, oh, there's already fire there already as it is, and you go set some more things on fire. So I wouldn't be surprised. Mel Gibson saying that they could have been maybe like hired by the state to burn things down so they can build back more condensed housing. Because right now they have we all know that California has a homeless population problem.
California has a whole bunch of stuff wrong with it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend the Californians because you guys are going through a tough time. Y'all taking a beating right now. But y'all governor is out of his mind. Like, out of his mind. I don't know anybody from California that actually likes that governor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bit...
like, what has he done right?
Crest smile, I guess.
Hair gel?
Hair gel, as Mel Gibson would say. That's about it, yeah. And again, I don't know much about his policies besides the ones I've heard about suck. So, that's about it.
They're awful?
That's all I've heard about it. So, but, I mean, it's a sad situation, and I hate the fact that it sounds like it could be avoided. I mean, we're talking about, like, right now we're sitting in these chairs comfortably, right? Just doing this video. You know, we feel for the people that are going through it from a human standpoint.
Yeah.
Empathetic to it, more sympathetic to it, I would say, because we don't really know how it feels. You know, but, I mean, imagine just waking up one morning and your house is just gone.
Decimated.
Decimated. Your belongings are gone. Hopefully your family's safe, because that's a different level of everything. But, like, we're talking about things being destroyed. You're displaced.
Over nothing.
You know what I mean?
Like, over legit nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even start the fire.
Right. It was not in your control. It's like...
Yeah, at this point, man, if you live in California, the best thing to tell you to do is just get out. You gotta act like the insurance people and get out. I'm sorry. Because it just, to me, it just seems like they know that there's a bunch of problems happening in California, and like everybody shakes their head like, is that the problem? They're like, yeah. Is that the problem? Yeah. And then like nothing ever gets done. So it's like, at what point, like how many people's houses do they have to get burned down before like they do something about it?
I don't know. Sad situation. I don't know what to say about it. But we wish the best for everyone going through it, obviously. And hopefully this is a catalyst to lead to better governance over there. but I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what I think is going to happen is I really think we're going to see a serious decline in California over the next 5 years. But I think once it hits like that rock bottom point, I think it can only go up from there. And I think that it eventually will come back.
Hopefully.
Because, I mean, that's a huge tax base. So I can't see just the government letting California go any further down than it's already gone. Because think about if everybody that they're getting a lot of taxes from California moved to states where they're not getting taxed at all, that's like a huge revenue loss. I can't see them letting that happen on a massive scale. Like, okay, there's a couple people that leave, sure, but like a whole lot of people that make money leave, I don't know. I just don't see that happening. All right, guys. So ultimately, I think it's a good decision for Mel Gibson to come out and say something, especially since it was his house who burned down. So I can only imagine how mad he is about it. But yeah, I'm gonna say ultimately good decision. What do you think?
For Mel Gibson doing what he did, I don't think it's a bad decision. He's just speaking from the heart, and sure, good decision. That's a good decision. Speak out.
All right, decision makers. If you think the governor in California is making a good decision, leave a like, leave a comment. If you think he's making a bad decision and he's crazy, and forget the fishes, leave a like, leave a comment. All right, decision makers. Be safe.